Us first on News 2 at 6 o'clock. He was arrested last week and now he is suspended without pay.
St. Gabriel police officer Ronald Monroe Jr. is accused of pulling a gun on a woman. Bess Casserly and the WBRZ investigative unit here with disciplinary action just beginning.
Michael, Sylvia, Monroe is facing several charges, including domestic abuse, battery, and resisting an officer. And while he was officially suspended last night, Chief Kevin Ambo made it clear he wants Monroe out. During executive session at last night's city council meeting, St. Gabriel Police Chief Kevin Ambo asked the 5-member council to support his decision to suspend Officer Ronald Monroe Jr. without pay. Monroe has been suspended without pay since his arrest at the end of last month. Monroe was charged with aggravated assault domestic abuse for pulling a gun on a woman at their Gonzales home. He's been arrested in the past for domestic violence against another woman. However, those charges were dropped. He was let go from the Port Allen Police Department during that time and has since moved from White Castle Police to St. Gabriel. When an officer is arrested, it's up to the chief what happens to them. And Chief Ambo says plainly, Monroe has shown conduct unbecoming of an officer. Regardless of if he is guilty of the domestic violence charges, Ambo says Monroe resisted arrest when he ran for the Gonzales police. He also violated conditions of his parole by drawing his weapon while off the clock. After the executive session, 4 members of the council voted to grant Ambo's request. However, Councilman Cushenberry Jr., a former St. Gabriel lieutenant, abstained, saying he wanted to see more evidence. Ambo told us from the beginning that he wants to fire Monroe and he plans to recommend his termination to the council at the next meeting. But last night's proceedings are the first step. Monroe himself took to Facebook last night to ask what happened to innocent until proven guilty. It's still unclear how Monroe was able to get out of the Ascension jail the day after his arrest without a Gwen's Law hearing, which is usually mandatory in domestic abuse cases. Meanwhile, Prairieville mother Leanne Yamarino, arrested for having sex with a minor and sending lewd images to teens, has been in Ascension jail for a week now. According to court records, she had a Gwen's Law hearing yesterday, and a judge still has not set a bond. Michael, Sylvia.